Yes, well, good morning, everyone. As I promised yesterday in my other video, today I would like to share a bit, some additional information of what I gave you yesterday regarding the current trend of business in relation to change in technology. And basically, I'm going to follow this video by answering a few questions that people asked me from the other video. I received questions, but I've chosen only 2 questions that I would like to address. Then we shall build from that and have a discussion of what we are supposed to do in order to cope up with the current technology and make sure that we survive in the business industry. Well, one question was from Janet. Janet, you sent me this question. Michael, can you please tell me if you have a currently a running business? People today, they believe that you must speak from experience. Whatever you don't know, you should not talk about it. But remember, even the people who discover things, at first they are there and they don't know. They think about an idea, they build it and come out with a specific product for the first time. So I do not really need, even if I don't have it, I do not really need to have a business to speak about business or to know what is happening in the business industry. Then I would like to give you an example. A man who is drowning in water, he knows the strength of water. But when water becomes stronger than him, he begins drowning, he goes down. But guess what? The people who are outside watching, they are not feeling the water, but they are the ones in position to help the person who is drowning. So when you are outside the situation, it doesn't mean that you cannot manage to give your view or your understanding, or you cannot solve a problem until you are in the problem. So to me, I understand that you don't really need to have a business to know what is happening in the business industry, or to give a perspective of the future of the business industry. But anyway, I think that's what I can talk about. Businesses, people are running businesses and they have difficulties, and those people who are not having businesses are also having their personal issues that can relate to the business world. I don't know if we have answered you very well, but if you have any concern, we shall have a one-on-one conversation then. Second person was Kato Samuel asked me, Michael, how will the person currently doing journalism like me get an additional source of income apart from my salary because it's too low? Yes, Mr. Kato, I would like to encourage you that you need to begin working. If you have chosen to do work, or if you are lucky you are employed, there are people who are looking for that very job that you think pays you little and they cannot get it. So I encourage you to stay on your job, earn that little money that you call little, for as long as it can sustain you and your family, if you have a family. For as long as it can sustain you, that can act as your ground, as your basis to build your capacity. Because I know if it is little money, you can plan on how you can save, divide, and improve yourself by venturing in other things. So actually, the job that you have is what will push you to the next level. So do not leave your job in the process of going to another thing. Because if you have capacity and you can save some little money, I believe that it is very important also to have your personal engagements. If your radio station does not facilitate you to do live shows or give any facilitation that is related to improving your technology, you'll be left behind. So you need to begin doing this as a personal development. Choose to grow, choose to develop and it's you who is responsible for that. So you need to invest in this. Buy data whenever you're making a show, get engagements with people. I know you have a Facebook account, open your Facebook page, begin doing the same things that you do on internet. You'll get a following, you'll get a lead, and you will benefit from that later on. I know it's not easy, it's a commitment, but it's possible because a lot of people have made it. So, one thing I would like to share with you today, I'm going to be talking about these two things independently. I will talk about specifically the media industry today. When we see the perspective of audience for people who are working under radio stations, they are working. Those radio stations actually are located in small towns, whereby they serve the local community. People who listen to announcements, people who listen to news are from that very locality. There are few radio stations that cut across like 5 districts if you are in one country, or 7 or 10, or one region to another. It's very difficult. However, even a radio station cutting across to the next country is the most difficult thing. It's the most difficult thing. But when we go to social media and the internet, when we look at Facebook itself, you can be in a specific country and you talk to the rest of the world at the same time. Secondly, when you read an announcement on the radio that my God lost, there's no option for replay. Once someone says he has missed. But on Facebook, when you post a video of someone stealing a goat, or when you post a video that my goat got lost, someone stole my vehicle number plate, it will stay there for the rest of your life. If you don't delete it, it will be there. So information dissemination on internet is flexible, cheap, and easier for everyone to access information. Secondly, there are a lot of people who are on social media nowadays. Personally, I have my mobile phone, but I don't remember the day I clicked on the radio and listened to the radio station. I don't know, some of you people could be having time, but I'm speaking on my personal experience. I don't really get time to open a radio and listen to a radio, because guess what? The news that is read in an audio version on a radio station is displayed on Facebook in a video. So which one is better? Which one catches public attention? Which one explains the situation better? The person who is just speaking about the situation, or you visualizing exactly what is happening? So you can see the differences that are already there, that differentiates a radio station from this internet industry, whereby we have other forms of communication that will automatically take over radio stations if they don't cope up with the trending technology. Another thing, there are radio stations that have tried to open specific Facebook pages in the names of those specific radio stations. But unfortunately, they still go ahead and post by writing. No one ever goes online. No one reads news online. You can see there is still that mentality of, I don't know how we can really frame it. There is that mentality of backwardness in that field. People who have their specific Facebook pages are doing live videos, are moving and are doing a lot of entertainment to make sure they catch public attention, and it benefits them. Radio stations could not be having a direct benefit, as in financial, from going online, because it costs them. People will know the radio, but they will not come because their news is going to be, announcements are going to be read online. So you can see the reversion that is already there, that will make really radio stations phase out. I met one friend of mine and he told me, Michael, it was not good to listen to you speak in that way. I'm sharing with you this because my friend told me, I won't mention any name. He said it was not nice for me to hear you speak like that. because he's a media personality. But to me, when I see a problem, I speak about it. And I never speak about something and I don't give a remedy. I don't give the possible, I don't suggest the possible solution that can be adopted in order to overcome the problem. I see this, the future is going to be this. No one can stop technology, no one. If you want to go, you are a media personality, you need to develop your personal self outside the radio station. I want to give you another example. And now, most people today, I want to ask you, how many people listen to a radio station outside your district? For example, if you are in a specific district and you listen to a radio station from outside your district, maybe or outside your region or outside your country, if you know any. Because to me, I don't know any radio that is outside my country. And if it's there, I have never listened to anything from that side. Even radio stations that are outside your district, outside your region, you might have heard they are there, but you have never listened to them. But compare this now with Facebook. How many people, how many pages do you follow of people who are outside your district? How many contents of people do you know of the Facebook pages that you follow that are outside your country? Thousands and thousands. Actually, you can go on Facebook and begin reading contents, watching videos, following, doing, and you don't know any person physically. You have never met the people that you are following, but you find you are following thousands and thousands of people. You are benefiting, you are gaining, you are watching their videos, you are reading their contents, you are doing everything, but you have never met such people. So I want to give you this picture that the radio industry and the media personality of people who are involved in working with radio stations, you need to strategize yourselves and cope up with the internet industry. Cope up, move closely with internet. Begin Facebook pages. Be active, because nowadays I have seen a lot of people advertising and they are selling Facebook pages. I've seen a lot of people advertising and they need people to run their adverts on Facebook pages. I've seen people being paid to host different personalities on their respective Facebook pages. I've seen a lot of people being paid to talk about a product. Well, you are following, there are a lot of people you are following. I want to just choose one or two people. You will see on a weekly basis, 1-2 video is entertaining, another one is entertaining. In the middle of the third one, someone is talking about a product. He will just talk about a product. And the fact that you believe in those people, you will go ahead and buy those products. Those people are paid. So when you move on your personal self and build a following, at the end, people will be interacting and looking for you to pay you. Unlike the situation of waiting for only your monthly salary. So, Mr. Kato Samuel, at this point, I would like to get back to you and tell you that you need to build your personal self outside your job. Your job will help you to build your capacity faster. But however, understand that if you start something on your own, your work and your efforts are directly proportional to the benefits that you get at the end of your transactions that you make, or at the efforts that you put in gives exactly the money that you demand. It will bring the people that you need. You just need to build a following that can make you begin earning. There are advertisements that are paid for. There are people selling products. There is monetizing a Facebook page, if you can begin a YouTube channel as well. So they are all options of coping up with technology, and you make sure that you can earn independently, or this can begin as a side income after some time. If you feel it is sustainable, you can leave your job. But for now, you have to keep working. Well, thank you so much for watching. Next time, we are going to be discussing about education system, following the transition from class to e-learning or online system. And I think that's going to be an independent topic in tomorrow's discussion. I would like to thank everyone who have listened up to this point. Thank you so much, and have a good day.